On the Sunday afternoon, shooting and the firing seemed to die down. It was quiet, and we wondered what was happening. And of course, at 8 o'clock that night, we knew it was all over. And 2 days later, we all marched into Changi. And while in Changi, I acquired a set of pipes. I can't remember how I acquired them, because all our stores went up in smoke in Singapore, and we lost everything. I lost 3 sets of pipes in Singapore. How I acquired this set, I don't know. But I kept them. Became a prisoner. After being a prisoner in Changi for a few months, I went down to Singapore. And then in October of 1942, I moved up into Siam, and then up to a place called Kinsale on the railway. And that was that. And while we were in Kinsale, I used the death rate began to rise, and I played 2 or 3 times at funerals with jocks dying, using these pipes. Mortality among my regiment was not as high as it was among the others, because we were a regular battalion, and we'd been abroad for nearly 14 years. So we were acclimatised, and not only that, we'd always trained and never, although we respected the sun, we were never afraid of it. We'd always trained through the day and that sort of thing. And our chaps were pretty fit. Not only that, the spirit of the regiment, you see, was so great. And this is what made men look after each other, so that our mortality wasn't as high. Now, in the 18th Division, they arrived. They are the people that we're digressing now, aren't we? But the 18th Division recruited in East Anglia, chucked on ships before the training was finished and told they would complete the training in Northern Africa. They zigzagged all over the Atlantic. Bertha at Durban to be told they were to move to Singapore because the Japs had started games. They zigzagged all over the Indian Ocean, arrived in Singapore, and a week later they were all in the bag. They died like flies. They hadn't learned to muck in. So mortality wasn't as great with ourselves, but the spirit was amazing. If you were moving up and down Siam and you passed a little camp, you could bet your bottom dollar there'd be somebody at the gate of that camp shouting, "Any Argylls there?" And if you shouted yes, before you could say next, there were mugs of tea appearing. The Argylls. They lived only for the Argylls, nothing else.